Moments ago, Governor John Bel Edwards declaring a state of emergency as we prepare for yet another storm this week. That, again, just coming in moments ago here. This comes a little more than 2 weeks after Hurricane Laura and 1 day after the governor had noted this latest storm's presence off the Florida coast. This one is called Sally. It's a tropical storm now, but could be a hurricane, the governor says, within a matter of days.
I'm asking everybody in Louisiana, principally in southeast Louisiana in this instance, to make sure that you're mindful of the weather, that if you haven't done so yet, make sure that you and your family are prepared for a storm.
Well, for tips on what you need to have in your hurricane supply kit this week or any other week for that matter, just go to brproud.com or download our free BR Proud News app. In a statement from Governor Edwards, again released just moments ago, he says, quote, barely 2 weeks ago, Louisiana suffered a devastating blow when Hurricane Laura came ashore as the strongest hurricane ever to make landfall in Louisiana history, leaving a trail of destruction in its path. This, when combined with the COVID-19 pandemic, can make us all weary. I implore Louisianians to take their preparations seriously. End of quote from the governor.
And our state's coronavirus response is leaving a few crying foul, saying the health risks are far less than the impact on their personal rights.
And that's their opinion, and it's inspired a petition to recall Governor Edwards, as NBC Local 33's Kara St. Cyr explains.
American rights have come into question yet again as Louisiana steps into phase 3.
Put your name and email right there.
Okay. Paige Laurie says this new normal looks a lot like it did in phase 1 and 2.
Phase 3 guidelines is just a new name for phase 2. We're actually seeing more restrictions.
She argues these regulations differ from the White House's coronavirus guidelines. The new standards are at the discretion of the governor, but Laurie isn't sold on his proclamation that allows businesses to open at only a 75% capacity. She's especially frustrated with the ban on nursing home visitation. The petition she and other volunteers are circulating is trying to keep these measures from becoming permanent by recalling the governor.
Our expectation is to remove him from office. Absolutely.
But if that doesn't work, Laurie and the other volunteers just want to voice their frustration. If the petition gets a decent number of signatures, then maybe it'll get the attention of legislators. At least that's the plan.
There's a recall petition circulating.
But the governor says he's not concerned.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that keep me up at night. That's not one of them.
Until the pandemic ends, the argument over how businesses and nursing homes reopen is up for debate.
Phase 3 guidelines is basically putting lipstick on a pig.
But as for volunteers like Justin Chris, it's an argument worth having.
What is going to get us back is people standing up, not as a Republican or a Democrat, but as an American.
Kara St. Cyr, NBC, Local 33 News.
Well, those restrictions on nursing home visits come as a new report from the University of Arizona ties more than 68,000 coronavirus cases to U.S. nursing homes.
Louisiana is now officially in phase 3 of reopening, and here are just a few reminders of what that means for you. Businesses such as restaurants, spas, and gyms can now open at 75% capacity. Parishes with a 2-week positivity rate of 5% or less can opt in to reopen their bars, and alcohol sales at all businesses must end by 10 p.m. with no more customers inside by 11. The mask mandate will also stay in effect through phase 3, which is expected to expire on October the 9th. Well, today in Baton Rouge, a couple of local businesses teamed up to give families a hand in need. This afternoon, Baptist Builders International and Go Day Enterprises gave away 2,000 boxes of food to families that have been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic and Hurricane Laura. The boxes included milk, potatoes, beans, onions, and other produce items.
Everything you do in the community, it takes a lot more people than just you. So everything that you see out here was a collaborative effort. We came together with our partners as well, and we was able to come together with volunteers, people willing to come out here and help, and that's what you see.
So a voter registration table set up at today's event to help remind people to vote in the upcoming November election.
Also happening today, LSU athletes and student organizations led a march across the LSU campus. It was to address a racial injustice all too prevalent in our country, and Go Nation's Jared Joseph was there.
LSU marched today. Not just the football team, not just the basketball team, but all Tiger athletes marched to the sign of unity against social injustice. And one former LSU player is encouraged by the empowerment black players have in the fight against racism.
The reason that athletes become so important is because you do become overnight millionaires. Because of your talent, because of your hard work, you immediately have a voice, and you become the voice of the people because you come from the communities. And so the reason that we have to speak up is because we can get in rooms that maybe you can't, or maybe she can't. When we become knowledgeable and we get in those rooms, we get the people that can force change, we get the people that can educate on change.
LSU's Black Student Athlete Association put the march together in order to address issues on and off campus. And the Tigers recognize the impact they're making on the Bayou.
That's one of the things Miss Fargus, she told me about. It's about leaving a legacy. Is about when you're gone, when you pass away, or when you just leave, when you leave an area, what did you leave behind? And this association, this event right here, this is something that it's going to be a huge mark in LSU history. It's almost like a war cry, a rally cry of getting all the sports together and fighting one fight.
Whether it's, stopping your friend from saying the N-word in a song, or stopping your friend for judging a homeless man on the street, like, something needs to happen and something needs to change. And I think it can start with the smallest change. Like, you can start with the smallest things, the way that you talk to people, the way you look at people. Love is love, and you should love people like you want to be treated.
Covering LSU sports for your Go Nation, I'm Jared Joseph.
Thank you, Jared. This marks the second march LSU athletes have held this season when it comes to racial injustice. Well, still to come here tonight, why poor air quality from West Coast wildfires isn't stopping folks from going outside. Don't you go anywhere, because the news at 6 is back in 2.
Welcome back. Smoke-filled air continues to hang over San Francisco as the region has endured almost an entire month under a spare the air alert. Health officials there say a thick blanket of smoke from the many wildfires in California and Oregon is causing unhealthy air quality. Now, during alerts, residents are prohibited from using fireplaces, wood stoves, outdoor fire pits, or any wood-burning devices. Officials are urging people to avoid smoke exposure and stay indoors, but that hasn't stopped some